Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Friday, October 30th. When we see each other again, it will be November. It'll be a brand new month. So, as we close out this month, I want to remind you, hello, good evening, kind sir. I want to remind you to begin expecting more. Sometimes we get confused and think that just because we're thinking about something, just because we want something, just because we hope for something, just because we might have been dreaming for something, that is synonymous with expectation, and it is not. Hello, hello, ladies, my sister. Hey, Mary and Bridget. Listen, I want to remind you to really begin expecting something and combining your faith that you can get it with your expectation, okay? And I have the example that really showed me this live and in color. Hey, classmate. Symphony was a little girl. Symphony was maybe 6 or 7 years old. I'll give her 6 years old. And in the middle, I'm a planner. And my girls have known from the time they were like 1 and 2 years old. What's the plan? You can't just pop up at the last minute with their mama and say, oh, mommy, let's go do this. You know, that sounds nice to be spontaneous. I just don't roll like that. So my girls have always known the plan. Middle of the day, it was like in the afternoon. She said, Mommy, let's go to the animal shelter. She's always loved animals. And I was like, when? Today, let's go. And I'm like, oh, baby, that's not on the plan. You really trying to do that today? That's not going to happen. Now, I told her out of my mouth, we are not going to the animal shelter today. You probably should have come up with that plan like yesterday, and we could have planned it. Take this plan and, transfer it to next week when we can plan it. I told her that. I was speaking her natural native tongue, English. She acted like she didn't hear that at all. She started going around and, doing the happy dance. You know how little kids, when they know they're getting ready to get some ice cream, they do the happy dance? She started doing the happy dance. It's like, we're going to go to the animal shelter. Singing with it. She sang everything, but singing with it, doing the happy dance. And I'm like, wait a minute, she literally had me question myself. Did I accidentally say I'm going to take her? So about 2 more times, I said, Symphony, sweetheart, listen to me, love bug. We're not going to the animal shelter today. It was if I was not speaking, I might as well have been speaking Russian, Swahili, and Mandarin all mangled together, none of which she speaks. Because she had such a strong faith that her mama was going to take her there. And she combined it with expectations. You know when you really believe something because your behavior shows. Your behavior, your actions reveal what you really believe. Not this. Your behavior reveals what you believe. I promise you, it was my full intent to not be going to anybody's animal shelter. But her belief, her action, she ran around getting her little things done, making sure everything that had to be done was done. I didn't tell her any of this. She completely overrode her level of expectation and faith, completely overrode what I was saying to her. That sister went to the animal shelter that day. So she got what she was expecting and had the faith, but I learned a powerful lesson about the level of expectation. You have to plow through in full expectation, regardless of what you're seeing, regardless of what people are telling you, even people that love you. Sometimes people who love you simply act out of their own fears. Baby, you sure you should be planning on doing that? You think you can really open a business at your age? Girl, you trying to go back to school now? Oh, hey, bro, you sure you want to give that? Hey, Eric Reed. So people who love you don't try to deliberately manipulate you and destroy your hopes and dreams. They speak from the position they stand. They speak from a place of fear. You can't expect more from people than what they have to give. She taught me that day, if you're going to say something, your level of expectation needs to match it so that you can get what it is you're combining your faith and expectations with. I'm telling you, when I say this, I had no plans on going to anybody's animal shelter that day, but she impelled me. She unctioned me toward her will. And I just want, and that was for an animal shelter. That was just for an animal shelter. But when we're talking about things that we want in our lives, in our marriages, in our relationship, we want things to show up in our health. We want things to show up with our career. And you sitting around here playing patty cake with it. And you know, I'm going to try. If they say I can, then I will. You got to plow through and combine your faith with your level of expectation. Candy apple. Thank you, Eric. So that's what I just want to encourage you as we close out October and we have the last 2 months of the year. As long as God gifts you to get breath in your body and your eyes open, expect what you say it is that you want. Don't be deterred by naysayers. Don't be deterred by what the bank account says, what your investors might say, what the stock market is saying, what the doctor's report says, what the lawyer's report says. Do not be deterred by that. And so let's just learn from Symphony, a 6-year-old that sister went to the animal shelter that day. Okay. So that's what I have for you. Go into November, go into the remainder of 2020 with a level of expectation that nothing can deter. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I got selected to work the polls. So not the dancing pole. I ain't going to be on the pole. I'm going to be working the voting polls in close by near city for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, my civic duty. So, hey, Elder Campbell, you got to go back and listen to this. You'll like this. So that's where I'm going. I just want you to ensure that as we close out November and look forward to November and December, we come with an expectation. Don't play patty cake with your life. Okay, don't play patty cake with your dreams and your hopes. Let's dig deep and expect. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take real good care of yourselves in the meantime.